Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to be sharing with you an NFT tool which I believe is a game changer to the way that you might buy, sell and trade NFTs. Now I've been looking through lots of different tools over the past couple of months trying to find the best tools possible to give myself an edge in this market. And the one that I've been using recently I think is the best combination of various tools that are out there, but also gives me a real edge over a lot of the other retail traders, which is who we're going up against in most instances. So if you've ever purchased or sold an NFT, the chances are you've used the OpenSea or Broken Sea platform, as many people like to call it on Twitter, to buy and sell NFTs. Now, if you have used it, you're probably aware of its shortcomings. And that was really what set me off in search of this tool, seeing how poorly OpenSea was doing with certain aspects of NFT trading made me realize that there was areas that I was missing out just by relying on OpenSea. So let me just show you the main issue that drove me to this tool, and then later on in the video I'm going to talk you through the full tool, all of the benefits and features it includes. Also, I have absolutely nothing to do with this tool. I have no affiliation. I'm not going to show any affiliate links or anything like this. Video is not sponsored. It's just purely what I think is one of the best NFT tools out there, and I'm using currently on a daily basis to help me buy, sell, trade NFTs, and usually make some money. So back to OpenSea. If you've got your eye on a project and you want to jump in, you're probably going to experience what I'm going to talk you through at the moment. So let me just pop up a project which I know has some activity because it helps emphasize the point that I'm trying to make in this video. So if there's a really popular project on OpenSea and there's a lot of activity going on, you guys have no doubt come on here, you've decided you want to buy an NFT, you hit the buy now button, you make sure it's sorted by low to high, unless of course you're doing it by rank instead, you're not necessarily focused on the cheapest. You go onto the cheapest one, you want to buy this, it's ready to buy now, and there's no buy now button. You know, oh, okay, so someone's already got there before me. So you go to the next one, you go, okay, right, I'm going to buy this one instead, and then OpenSea will go slow, and oh, this one's already sold as well. And you do this again and again. Let me see if I can just find one with a buy button. Nope, that one's gone as well. And then you start to think to yourself, well, how's everyone else buying these so quickly? So I'm sure you guys have heard of sniper bots, and there are people that have got bots that they don't even touch, that just set up running, that do buy and trade these NFTs. But there's also another way you can do this, which is almost as quick and allows you to have the human input as well. And if you are lucky enough to find an NFT that's for sale, the chances are, if you click buy now, hopefully this won't go through, but it might do. Normally OpenSea will come back and say that there's an issue, the NFT doesn't exist or something like that, or it's locked, and you'll see an error pop up at the bottom of the screen. But actually it says it's available at the moment, so I'm just going to reject that because I actually don't want to buy that. I've got no interest in this project, but I'm sure you guys have all been through this. So what I also noticed on OpenSea, as I was seeing these NFTs appearing in the activity tab, come on OpenSea, they were appearing here as sold transactions before that even appeared in the list. So in the search results, even if I was using a private browser mode, so there's no cache, and I was constantly force refreshing with Control S5, I was still missing out on these NFTs that were appearing and being sold before I'd even been able to see them in the search results. So let's say that is what set me off in the search for a tool that helped me with this. So that's what I'm going to demonstrate with this live project that's happening at the moment, how this works. So if we go to items and we go to buy it now, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sort this by recently listed. So this one should have been the most recent project or the most recent NFT that's been listed as part of this collection. Now while this loads, what I'm going to do is take you over to the tool, which I'm going to reveal the full name of later on in the video, but I want to talk you through the tool first so you guys understand how it works. So we're looking at the Edenhold collection, so let me just grab that there, Edenhold official. Let me grab that, pop that in the search, and there we go, we've got the NFT there. Now the thing that's really powerful of this is happening in real time. So these are the listings that are happening in real time. Now this one here, 2934, which OpenSea are saying is the most recent listing, 2934. Let's just do a search for this. Find 2934. This one down here, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 have been listed since 2934. Now let's give OpenSea a chance to catch up here. That's a forced refresh I just done there. 2934, they're still saying it's the most recent. So if you're just relying on OpenSea, you've missed out on pretty much double figures worth of NFTs that could have been a better buy. So there's ones here at 29.8. You can jump onto this straight away. So this was the core issue that drove me to search for these tools, because I could see people in the activity tab, which I don't know why OpenSea do this. Their activity tab seems to work in real time, but their actual items list is always behind. I presume they're using lots of cache and indexing tools to try and save data and bandwidth, but ultimately it just makes it unusable. So now I'm using these other tools where I can see these NFTs before people on OpenSea actually see them. I can jump in and get the best possible deal. So just on its own, for me, this tool is worth it for that. Now, what's really, really helpful as well with this tool, because you might be thinking, well, if everyone uses these tools, I'm still going to miss out, because everyone, it's going to be a gas war, and I'm going to be too slow. What's really powerful, if I just hide my face here, you'll see at the bottom we have all of this stuff to do with gas. And if you click on the custom button, what you can do is actually choose how much you want to pay above standard gas fees. So let me just pop me back on so you guys can see. There we are. So what I usually do is add at least 10 to 20% on top of the fastest gas, because if it's going to be a fastest fingers first race, then we might all submit our transactions at the same time. But if I'm willing to pay the fastest GUI speed plus another 10% or plus another 20%, sure, it might cost me a bit more in gas, but if two people submit the transaction at the same time, the person paying the most gas will get through. So having a 10 or 20% addition to the standard gas will give you the best chance of securing that when you click that buy button. The other thing that's really good as well is these buy buttons are built directly into the platform, so you don't have to necessarily go to OpenSea. What I can do here is click the buy button, and this will create the transaction for me directly in Metamask. You see Metamask has popped up there. My GUI has already been calculated, so my gas is ready to go. Obviously double check to make sure the figures match up with what you actually want to pay, and then choose confirm, because sometimes people will do kind of a bait and switch on the asking price. So always check that before clicking the confirm button. So you can see how much quicker that is. A project item comes in, it gets listed, it pops up here in literally a few seconds. You can hit the buy button, the gas is calculated for you, giving you advantage over everyone else. You haven't got to click through multiple pages on OpenSea or wait 10-15 minutes for it to be indexed on OpenSea, and you can snipe it off the floor. And that will give you a great chance of getting in at the best prices, so you can buy below floor prices. Or it all depends on your NFT strategy, but I'm sure this tool can be helpful regardless of what your overall strategy is. So those are two really, really powerful features. You've also got all of the other information you'll need, so sort of things you'd find on something like NFT Tools. So you've got the trade history here and all of the core details at the top. So it's really, really powerful. On top of that, you have the trending section. So if you want to come on and do some trading, trending is really good for knowing what projects are active at the moment. And if you're going to use this tool for sniping in and out of projects, you want to do it on really active projects where there's a lot of volume. So you can see here, and that's why I used Edenhold in this example, because it has the most activity in the last hour. There's lots of different tools within here you can go through looking at all of the graphs and charts. But one of the most powerful tools on here is the fire hose. So this is all of the projects, all of the activity currently taking place on OpenSea. Well, I say all of the projects. They have a threshold. They only include projects that have done a certain amount of volume. I'm not actually sure what the threshold is, but it helps exclude a lot of the rubbish projects that you don't actually want to follow anyway. But if you keep this page open, you can actually set up alerts. And then you can pop up, these alerts can do either just a pop-up alert or an audio alert as well. So you can have this running in the background. You might have decided you want to jump into a project, but only if the floor price drops below a certain level or the rank is below a certain level or both together. The alert comes through. Then you can quickly hit the buy button just as you would have done on the other page that I just showed you. So let's say we've decided we want to get into Edenhold. What I would do first is look on Edenhold, see what's actually going on. So there'll be a link through to OpenSea, go through to OpenSea, and I believe that none of these were revealed at the moment. So I wouldn't worry about rank at the moment because there's no ranks that have been established because nothing has been revealed. So what I would go back to here, I'd go to Edenhold, I would see what the actual floor price was. So at the moment, the 1 hour sales floor price is just over 0.229. And then I'd watch this for a bit to see what's actually happening. So trades, a lot of trades are going through in the low 30s. So actually the floor price is probably closer to 30 at the moment. And you can see this on the dots. The floor price is actually starting to tick up. So I might sit here thinking, well, actually, I really like this project for some particular reason and I want to jump in. But I don't necessarily want to pay 0.35. I'd much rather pay 0.3 because that gives me a slight edge straight away. And you can see there are ones coming in here. So I could just sit and watch this list and be like, wow, I'll buy this at 0.299. Or what you can do so you can go about the rest of your day is go back to the fire hose, go to manage alerts, and we can add a new alert. We'll pop in Eden Hold. So it's Eden Hold's already there. What's the max price that I want to pay? So I'm going to say 0.3 is the maximum. Now, if there was a rank, so it was a revealed project and I only want to pay 0.3 and a maximum rank of say 1,000 or 500, I'd put that in as well. Instead, I'll just leave it at 0.3 and click save. And then as long as you've got this page open, you will get an alert pop up if something comes onto the market at 0.3 or below. So you see this one here come on at 0.35. I got no alert because it wasn't below the correct threshold. So you can sit here for a bit. We might get an alert go off while I'm going through the rest of this video. We might not. Oh, there we go. We just got one pop up straight away. So you'll see this will go through. Metamask is already doing its thing. So if I wanted to, I could jump in and buy this at 0.3. I'm not going to, but I just wanted to show you guys how powerful this tool is. But like I say, I am not affiliated to this tool, but it is super, super powerful. If you're finding this video useful, I'd really appreciate it. Hit that like button. If you want to see more from me, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you follow me there at Darren the Degen. I always share the NFTs that I jump in and jump out of, so you'll see all of my wins and losses. So follow me at Darren the Degen. So what is the name of this tool? So actually, I think I've had it blurred for most of this video because what I didn't want people to do is see this tool, then go and start using it without actually understanding how it works. So it's called NFT Nerds. You can access this at nftnerds.ai. Now it does have a price, but for me, I mean, if you're in the NFT space and you're wasting a fortune on gas, buying NFTs, selling NFTs, losing 2.5% to OpenSea, losing 10% on royalties to the NFT project founder, there we go, we just got another alert come through, buy at 0.23, that's really cheap. That's really, really tempting. I'm not going to, because I'm not going to FOMO in whilst I'm making a video. But like I was saying, if you're spending that much money on OpenSea fees, on royalties and stuff like that, spending additional money to give yourself an edge in the market, for me is a no-brainer. It's easily worth it. I think this is 0.15 ETH per month or 0.5 ETH for 6 months. So it's not cheap by any means, but in this space, it seems like money isn't real money sometimes. So spending 0.15 ETH for a month's worth of this or 0.5 ETH for 6 months, if you're going to be actively trading NFTs, I think it's a really, really worthwhile investment. And it's probably the most complete tool that I've tried. So hopefully you guys have found this tool useful. Like I say, it's called NFT Nerds and it can be found at nftnerds.ai. If you found this video useful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on Twitter.